Right, in this video, we're going to have a look at the Listmoz, listmoz.com, a very simple and easy way to quickly engage your students in the pedagogy of curation. Now, why I like Listmoz is it doesn't require any login, doesn't require any sign up, and essentially all it is just a list. And so you can get your students to create a list of items, whatever it may be. So let's say, for example, we wanted to create a list of great curation tools. So obviously what they could do is, if you were doing this, I could say, well, create a list of curation tools for teachers. And so you could open a Google tab and you could be searching for that list of tools. And obviously the next part of that is to then look at the tools that you found and to read through them. So you would click the various links and maybe see which tool is a tool that you think would be a great tool for teachers to use for curation. And so essentially what you're doing is you're getting your students to create a list. So for example, they could say, well, I think Pinterest is a good tool. Basically, they just type whatever it is they want in their list, and hitting enter adds that to the list. And very simple, it defaults to allow them to create another item or add another item to that list. So they may say, oh, I like something like Listly. If you know, these are tools that we cover in our course in various stages. Maybe Flipboard is another great tool that you can use. Twitter, excellent tool for using for curation. And on goes. There are many great tools that you can use for curation. This is a really quick way in which you can allow your students to curate, to find something, to select it, and to now create this list. Now what you can do is you can also arrange this list. So if you move your mouse, you'll notice it changes into this sort of cross symbol. You can now grab something and say, well, I think this is an excellent tool. Click and pull and move it to where you want it. And so every time it changes to that symbol, you can move it to a new position. So you can arrange your list into an order from maybe the most appropriate down to one of the ones that are slightly lower on your best list tool. And what can also then be done is you'll see it creates a unique list, a unique URL for your list. It's there right at the very top. Alternatively, you can simply copy it from the URL that's over here, or you can even email it. So you could ask your students to share this list with you, in which case others could have a look at it. So this is a really simple way in which you can get your students to quickly curate something. Why I like it is it doesn't require any sign-in. It's a simple way to get people to start thinking, to force them to think about something. So it could be as simple as, well, why don't you give me the top 3 things that are bothering you, or the top 4 things that we have discussed in this lesson. Get them to think. That's what curation is all about. And then tell them to arrange those things into some sort of order. Again, you're pushing their thinking to the next level. So Listmoz, very simple way of curating, quick and easy, and it activates the brain and activates learning.